everyone. In this video, we will cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in GK Today's Academy Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in Academy Android application. So in this app course, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision ebooks which are optimized for reading on your mobile itself. Apart from it, you are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. Please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay, so now without wasting any further time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone, welcome back to GK Today, and today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 14th of December 2021. Starting with very first question, what is the theme of International Volunteer Day in 2021? So every year International Volunteer Day is observed on 5th of December to encourage the role of volunteers at national and international level for achieving the sustainable development goals. And this day recognizes the contribution of volunteers across the globe. Hence, United Nations General Assembly signified 2001 as International Year of Volunteers, and the theme for this year is Volunteer Now for Our Common Future. Okay. Now, apart from it, World Soil Day is celebrated every year on 5th of December again, to highlight the people's attention to the importance of soil and its sustainable management. So this year's campaign is based on the theme of Halt Soil Salinization, Boost Soil Productivity. So basic aim is to raise awareness about the importance of maintaining healthy ecosystems and human well-being. And yes, the international observance was recommended by International Union of Soil Sciences in 2002. Okay. Now apart from it, every year 16th of November is celebrated as National Press Day, basically in memory of the foundation of Press Council of India in 1966. Then the leading national daily, The Hindu, has recently been awarded the Project Siren Award for Newspapers 2021. And the award has been given for consistent high performance on Project Siren scorecard. Okay, so this is an initiative of International Mental Health Organization, which tracks the Center for Mental Health Laws and Policy, that tracks and scores the media reports on suicide. Okay. Question number 2, Cyprian Foyas Prize is associated with which field? So recently eminent Indian American mathematician Mr. Nikhil Srivastava has been jointly selected for the inaugural $5,000 Cyprian Foyas Prize, and he was awarded for his contribution in the operator theory by the American Mathematical Society. So along with Professor Srivastava, who teaches at University of California, two other awardees are Adam Marcus and Daniel Spielman. Okay. Now apart from it, Yedan Prize, which is regarded as the world's highest education award, recently it has been conferred to Rukmini Banerjee, who is the CEO of Pratham Education Foundation. And the award has been announced for her work to improving learning outcomes, and one of the team's pioneering works is the Annual Status of Education Report Assessment that revealed literacy and numeracy gaps among the children who have spent many years at the school. Now in the previous lecture we have seen that Ratan Tata has been chosen for Assam Vaibhav, which is the Assam's highest civilian award for his exceptional contribution towards cancer care in the state. And few days back, yes, we have seen that Padma Awards have been conferred on 119 recipients, and the list comprises of 7 Padma Vibhushan, 10 Padma Bhushan and 102 Padma Shri awardees. Okay, do remember that former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has won the Padma Vibhushan under the public affairs category. Now apart from it, Doordarshan and All India Radio won at UNESCO ABU Peace Media Awards. Fine. Now you have to tell me who has recently won the Tata Literature Live Lifetime Achievement Award. Please write your answers in the comments. Question number 3. Which city played host to the first ever India-Russia 2+2 dialogue? So the first 2+2 ministerial dialogue scheduled to take place in New Delhi, and it will be held at the level of foreign and defense ministers, which will basically cover political and defense issues of mutual interest. So until now, India held 2+2 format of meetings with member nations of Quad, that is Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, US, Japan and Australia. And earlier, the 21st India-Russia Annual Summit between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin was held at Hyderabad House in New Delhi on 6th of December 2021. We have covered this news if you remember. Okay. Now apart from it, the 20th meeting of India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Military and Military Technical Cooperation was held recently between Defense Minister Rajnath Singh with his Russian counterpart General Sergei Shoigu. And the 4 pacts signed between the two sides include a protocol on amending the agreement between India and Russia on cooperation in the field of Kalashnikov series small arms manufacturing and 5,000 crore rupees contract for procurement of 6.01 lakh AK-203 assault rifles through a joint venture, Indo-Russia Rifles Private Limited. Okay. Can you tell me at which place the manufacturing of these rifles would be undertaken? Please write in the comments. Then in the previous lecture we have seen that Russia has recently won the Davis Cup title by defeating Croatia. Also, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently laid foundation stone for Delhi-Dehradun economic corridor, which would be constructed at a cost of 8,300 crore rupees, and this is expected to bring down the travel time between the two places to 2.5 hours from the existing 6 hours. Okay. Question number 4. Ajaz Patel, who recently clinched 10 wickets in an innings, is a cricketer from which country? So this is left arm spinner Ajaz Patel from New Zealand. And recently he became only the 3rd bowler in the 144-year-old history of Test cricket to take all the 10 wickets in one single inning. And he achieved this on the 2nd day of 2nd match against India. And earlier, Jim Laker from England and Anil Kumble from India had achieved this in Test cricket. Now apart from it, 19-year-old N.C. Young from South Korea has recently won the women's single title in BWF World Tour Finals 2021. Also, she was awarded the 2019 Most Promising Player of the Year by BWF. An Indian ace player PV Sindhu won the silver medal in the final tournament in Bali, Indonesia. And talking about the men's singles title, it was won by Victor Axelsen and he is from Denmark. Okay. So men's single and women's single both are quite important. Now apart from it, recently Lewis Hamilton has won the inaugural Saudi Arabian Grand Prix tournament. Now earlier we have also seen that Indian professional squash player Saurabh Ghosal has become the first Indian player to claim the Malaysian Open. And yes, do remember that R. Ashwin became the India's 3rd highest wicket taker in Test cricket, and the other two are, first is Anil Kumble and second is Kapil Dev. Okay. Question number 5. Which publishing company or website has named Alice Ship as the word of the year? So this has been named as Word of the Year by dictionary.com. And what does it mean? It is a kind of practice to emphasize social justice, inclusion, and human rights by members of a group, basically to advance the interest of an oppressed or marginalized outgroup. Okay? And who's ally? It is actually someone that aligns and supports a cause with another individual or group of people. Okay? Now earlier we have seen that Merriam-Webster has chosen the word vaccine as the 2021 word of the year, since it was the word that was extremely high in its data every single day in the year 2021, obviously due to coronavirus pandemic. And talking about Merriam-Webster, it is an American company that publishes reference, especially dictionaries, and it is one of the oldest dictionary publishers in USA. Now also we have seen that the Collins Dictionary has chosen the term NFT, that is non-fungible token, as its word of the year 2021. And what is NFT? It is a kind of a unique digital certificate registered in blockchain that is used to record ownership of an asset such as artwork. So there has been a surging interest in the digital tokens that can sell for millions of dollars. Okay. Question number 6. Which country hosts the World Petroleum Congress in 2021? So this is the largest gathering in the industry, and it began in Houston, which is the largest city of South Central US state, Texas. Correct answer is USA. So more than 300 speakers are set to participate in the program, and technical forums from about 70 countries and regions. And the World Petroleum Congress is organized every 3 years by the London-based World Petroleum Council, which includes 65 member countries. Now apart from it, the US has announced a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Winter Olympics in China, and the White House announced that no official delegation would be sent to the games because of concerns about China's human rights record. Also, it said that US athletes could attend and would have the government's full support, but China called this move as a self-directed political move. Okay. Now, a few days back, US President has signed Secure Equipment Act that stopped the companies judged as a security threat from receiving new telecom equipment licenses. Further, the act says that FCC, that is Federal Communication Commission, should no longer review the applications from the companies ruled as a threat. And yes, do remember that United Nations Climate Change Conference COP27 would be hosted by Egypt in 2022, and COP28 would be hosted by UAE in the year 2023. Question number 7. Covering is a defense exercise between India and which country? So the 11th edition of this particular exercise between India and Maldives is to be conducted at Kadhu Islands in Maldives. So this exercise will enhance the synergy and interoperability between the armed forces of both the countries, and also it helps in understanding the transnational terrorism both on land and at sea, conducting counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency operations. Now apart from it, Bangladesh Navy and US military personnel began the annual cooperation afloat readiness and training, that is CARET maritime exercise, and it aims to address the shared maritime security concerns and strengthen the partnerships between the regional navies. Okay. Now apart from it, GRSE has launched the first indigenous large survey vessel Sandhayak recently, and it is the first in the series of 4 ships under the survey vessel project for the Indian Navy. Now do remember that every year 6th of December is celebrated by India as Maitri Divas to remember the establishment of diplomatic ties between India and Bangladesh, and this year marks the 50th anniversary of Indo-Bangladesh ties, as well as it was the 50th anniversary of Bangladesh liberation. Okay. Now you have to tell me nomadic elephant is the exercise between which two countries? Please write your answers in the comment section. Now question number 8. India has set a target of dash for merchandise exports and dash for agricultural products for 2021 to 2022. Actually, India has set a $400 billion target for merchandise exports for 2021 to 2022, of which $262 billion has already been achieved in the period of April to November, and a record export target of $43 billion has been set for agricultural products in 2021 to 2022. And during the Agri-Export conference held at Uttar Pradesh, the Minister of State of Commerce and Industry announced that the target would be achieved in the current fiscal. Okay. Now apart from it, National Highway Authority of India is set to find new buyers and operators for 21,700 kilometers of operational highway stretches valued at over 2 lakh crore rupees over the next 3 years starting from 2022. And National Highway Authority will use the funds to build new highways and cut its debt, which remained at 3.17 lakh crore rupees at the end of 2020-2021. Now apart from it, Union Rural Development Minister Giriraj Singh announced that the third phase of Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana will be completed by the year 2025. And the scheme would focus on providing easy access to markets, hospitals and schools. And the first phase of the central scheme focused on connectivity, and the next phase on upgradation of rural roads. Okay. Question number 9. Imaging X-ray Polarimetry Explorer, that is IXPE mission, is a collaboration between NASA and which country? So this is the first satellite dedicated to measuring the polarization of X-rays from a variety of cosmic sources such as black holes and neutron stars. And the project is a collaboration between NASA and Italian Space Agency. So this was scheduled to launch on 9th of December on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And the spacecraft includes 3 space telescopes with detectors capable of measuring the polarization of cosmic X-rays. Okay. Now apart from it, NASA astronomers have recently developed a next generation impact monitoring algorithm called Sentry-Second, and it aims to evaluate near-Earth asteroid impact probabilities. And the new system improves the capabilities of NASA JPL's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies to assess the impact risk of asteroids that can come closer to our planet Earth. Okay. Now coming to last question, Kazuveli Wetlands, which was named a bird sanctuary recently, is located in which state? So this wetland located near Villupuram in Tamil Nadu has been recently declared the 16th bird sanctuary by the Environment, Climate Change and Forest Department. And the sanctuary lies adjacent to the Bay of Bengal along the eastern coast. Okay. Now apart from it, in the previous lecture we have seen that the state of Tamil Nadu was awarded the best state for promoting empowerment of persons with disabilities by the Government of India. And the award is given every year on 3rd of December, which is marked as International Day for the Disabled Persons by the Union Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Now few days back also we have seen that the state of Madhya Pradesh has recently announced the implementation of Police Commissionerate system in its 2 cities, Bhopal and Indore. So under this new structure, the DM is entrusted with issuing arrest warrants and licenses, while the SP has powers and responsibilities to investigate crime and make arrest. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenu Zaid Sana signing off.